Hi, in this video we will see how to create dynamic comments with slicers. In our dashboard we have a column chart and two slicers, customer country and product category. In order to insert some dynamic comments here in our dashboard or here, we need to use a text box option and work in the pivot worksheet. First, we need to select a text box and change it text. I'm going to insert text and text box. I will insert here. And first, let's think about our pivot table. We have product category and the sum of the sales. Now, the comment will be linked to our pivot table, and that's why, for example, here in the text box, I will use a cell reference, because otherwise we will not have, or we cannot combine in the text box many functions. For example, if I will write in the formula field equal B5 plus, or let's try to make a concatenate and writing worldwide, we will have an error. Hit enter, and Excel told us that this formula is missing a range reference. Okay, so when you want to work with text box, you need to have a sales reference. You cannot create the formula into the text box. And for this, we will start by writing a formula in our Excel, let's say random cell. Let's choose here on E5, and here I'm gonna insert some text, and for this we'll use the if function. So equal if B2, open the brackets, so logical test will be B2 equal, and in the text quotation we have all. In this case, I want Excel to write a comment like, let's say, worldwide sales, and then value if false. So if we don't have all in B2, we need to have the B2, meaning that we need to have the country. So let's try to see what happens. You see, the Excel give us a logical test if B2 it's equal all, value if true, worldwide sales. But I have all here because I forgot to put the parentheses in the first logical test. Okay, good. So now we have worldwide sales. Now I will use basically the cell reference in order to complete our text box, and let's see what happened. So text box equal, again equal B10, or in fact it's the grand total from our pivot table. And again, this formula is missing a range references. That's why we need to select the exactly cell from our pivot table. And for this, I will use F5. hit enter, and in F5 I will hit equal the get pivot table total. Here we go. Now we have here the most, or let's say the total of our sales worldwide. And let's see what's happened if we change this option with a country. I will select Italy, hit OK, and you see that we have Italy, the value of the total sales, and in the text box we have maintained the correct number. But I want also here to have the Italy sales, and that's why here I will have a quotation marks B2 and quotation marks, I will have a space and cells. So here we go. This is the best way to have a dynamic comment. Now let's give it a nice format, and I will right click, format cells, number, no decimals, but I will need a separator. Hit OK, and here we go. Also we can insert the dollar sign if you want to be more readable. Good. Now let's try to move this text box in the dashboard. So I will also try to create a new text box to have the entire comment. So here I will have equal equal E5. Okay, good. So let's try to move this one. Control X, going to dashboard, and take a look what happened. Control V, it's blank because Excel will look after F5 cell, but in this dashboard sheet, which is wrong. Control Z, going back to the pivot table sheet, and here we need to create some name ranges. So we need to have a name manager in our Excel, and for this I will select this F5 cell, and I will give a name which is, let's say, value, and I will hit enter. Then this one, it's the country, hit enter, and now when I will select the formula tab, I will write here value. You see that we have the name manager, double click, hit enter, and this I will change with country, double click, hit enter, and here we go. Now we should have the correct comment. I will select both of them, Control X, going to dashboard, put them here, and I will try to format. So right click, format, we have no line, and here again no line, and we'll try to give them a color. Here we go. So here we have Italy sales 2.1. Let's make it a little bit bigger, this amount, and put it in front of the text. Okay, and see what happens if we change the slicer. For example, I will erase the filter from the country, and we see that we have the sum of all the categories worldwide, and we need to make bigger the comment, the text box, in order to have the worldwide sales word from here. Now let's try to select another country, let's say Germany, and we have 4.9k German sales, and if we choose fashion we have 3.2 value of our sales. So this is a dynamic comment and will change anytime you'll change your slicer options.